Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Annie Z with What If Naruto had the Sharingan and was neglected. So, let's get started. We begin our story off at the night of October 10th, on the night of the Naruto's attack and Naruto Uzumaki's birth. Kushina Uzumaki had given birth to 3 children, the oldest known as Naruto Uzumaki, the second oldest known as Menma Uzumaki, and the youngest known as Mito Uzumaki. Naruto has blonde hair while Menma and Mito have red hair. Suddenly, a portal opens up and 2 nurses drop dead on the floor. One of them was holding Menma, known as Biwako Sarutobi, and the other was holding Mito. Minato's heart drops as he sees 2 of his perfect Uzumaki inherited children on the floor, and a blonde one in Obito's hand. Fourth Hokage, step away from the Jinchuriki unless you want the child to die, Obito says as Minato shakes his head. Naruto may be my son, but I could tell he hasn't inherited the Uzumaki clan traits or chakra based on his hair, so go ahead, kill him, but I can't give up Kushina, Menma or Mito. The Hokage says Naruto is disposable to him. If he even weakly inherited the Uzumaki traits, was nothing compared to Menma, Mito, Kushina, and Kushina was a Jinchuriki, so Naruto was disposable. Minato was the Hokage. He had to make the toughest choice for his village, and he had the strongest will to do so. In anger, Obito pulls out a kunai and brings it down at Naruto with so much killing intent, but stops as he sees baby Naruto staring at him, scared from the killing intent. His eyes then flash red, and he sees a Tomori appear in Naruto's eyes. The Sharingan, he whispered, before it turned to a smirk. His mentor had once told him about the son he abandoned for not being useful or inheriting the Sharingan, Minato Namikaze's, and it seems that his mentor Madara Uchiha's son, Minato Namikaze's son, had inherited what Minato couldn't, the Sharingan. This kid will be useful, especially with how my former sensei is reacting towards Naruto. It was obvious that despite being the eldest, Naruto will be pushed aside for his siblings, who Minato thinks has the Uzumaki clan chakra, and while Naruto has nothing. This could be an advantage. This could be my chance to have a warrior loyal to me, to raise Naruto as Madara did to me. Obito thought, yes, that's what I'd do, he said quietly. Obito then proceeded to gently put the baby down, making Minato's eyebrow go up in confusion of why he did that, and then grabbed Menma. No, Menma, get away from him, Minato yells as Minato reacts instantly as Obito throws Menma with paper bombs attached to his blanket, using it as a distraction to get the Jinchuriki Kushina and release the Ninetales. He then gives one final look at Naruto as he disappears in Kami. Minato appears on top of the masked man, managing to surprise him and land a Rasengan, using the flying Raijin, only to see the Ninetales. He then makes a choice to save the village, letting the man escape. Damn it, whoever you are, you will pay for making my reign look the worst. No other Hokage had that much casualties in the reign. Even in the wars, Minato scowled as he makes his way to the tailed beast. Minato-kun, Kushina yells, running with the third Hokage, Jiraiya and Tsunade coming towards him, getting his attention. Kushina-chan, the fox is loose. The masked man did it. We need to get the fox back in you, Minato says. No, Minato, Kushina is weak. I've just healed her. Even if we put the fox back in her, she will die because of the strain. Taking the fox with her, Tsunade says as Minato's face turned to anger. Kushina was nearing controlling the third tail, and now they have to seal it away in the kids, who will have a lower chance of controlling it, and Naruto's chances are even lower. Fine, Hiruzen, get the kids. We will seal the fox into them. Kushina, use the chains to hold them down. Tsunade, try and beat it a bit to get its attention. Jiraiya-sensei, you're with me. We need to prepare the seal that we're going to place on the kids to seal it away. We know the one that will split it chakra into 3 halves. 3 tails will be sealed into the kids, but the oldest will get the soul and 3 tails of chakra, Minato says. That's a good idea, Kushina fan goes. That way, even if one of the Jinchuriki loses control or die, we can have 2 others, Tsunade agreed. Yeah, that's good. That's my student, Jiraiya says, as he looked at Tsunade's tits only for him to get punched and sent flying back. Hiruzen rushed to the safe house and grabs the 3 kids. As he was doing that, Kushina looks at the fox, the same one that caused her misery, as anger welled up in her. You're gonna pay for that fox back, she yells as she unleashes her chains, restraining her former prisoner. She then did some hand signs. Summoning jutsu, she yelled as a giant tiger was seen, summoned before her. I need your help. Hold off the Nine-Tails until Minato-kun can complete the sealing array, she says as the female boss summon of the Tiger Clan. I nods and roars. I rush towards the fox, moving it back a little, not even a lot, just like a tiny, like maybe like 1 nail step back, as it grabbed the Nine-Tails, trying to restrain it. Tsunade then too helped as she summoned Katsuyu, who helped restrain the fox as she used the maneuverability to punch Kurama in the head and jump off, while Katsuyu and I held the fox, who has arrived with the kids, and Jiraiya and Minato had drawn the sealing ray. They then put the babies in front of the fox. No, I will not be sealed again, the Nine-Tails roared as it rushed towards the kids, his killing intent being aimed at the kids. The baby Naruto's body reacts as he was sensing that he was endangered. Once again, his eyes started to shift to his Sharingan, but it did not stop at the one Tomoe, but gained another Tomoe. And then another one was gained, because the baby didn't know why he was in such a position. Why it had to have the killing intent of the most fearful being in the whole earth, a creature of hatred directed towards it. Naruto now had 3 Tomoe in the Sharingan. Naruto had 3 Tomoe in the Sharingan, unknown to Minato, Kushina, and the Sanins. They were also really slow to react as Naruto's 3 Tomoe Sharingan flashed, and the fox found himself paralyzed. Baby Naruto had just used Genjutsu unknowingly and unknown to everybody present to freeze the Nine-Tails. Seeing this, Minato and Jiraiya took the opportunity to perform their hand sign, sealing the fox into separate parts and then into the kids, with Naruto gained both the soul and 3 tails, while the others got 3 tails each. We did it, Minato says, taking full credit of freezing the Nine-Tails. Unknown to him, it was Naruto who stopped the Nine-Tails, not him, but Minato's huge ego did not allow him to even question that it wasn't him. Good job, Gaki, Jiraiya said. You got a seal to stop the beast. That would be useful moving forward, Tsunade says, as Minato started to sweat a little, knowing that he didn't really freeze the fox, but regained composure and nodded. Suddenly, an Anbu dropped down. Lord Hokage, Lady Kushina, Lady Tsunade, Jiraiya of the Sannin. The council have called for a meeting. They want a debrief on what had just happened, the Anbu said. God damn it, I'm gonna kill them. Can't I get 1 minute of rest? Minato says. Minato, as he was walking towards the council, is thinking about what he's going to tell the council, where he plans to reveal that Naruto has the soul and 3 tails, while Minato have 3 tails worth of chakra only. He expected the council to call for Naruto's death, and he was more than willing to give up Naruto as he saw him as a failed Uzumaki, but then realized that if he let them kill Naruto, they would move their hate towards Minato, which couldn't be. The Jinchurikis had to stay loved if they wanted to keep them loyal to the village, and not even that. After what Jiraiya had told him earlier, he couldn't let them suffer. Not if he wanted to. Well, he broke out his thoughts as he saw the doors, as Minato, Kushina, Tsunade and Jiraiya entered the room. Minato walked over to the head seat of the table where the Hokage sat. Kushina and Tsunade took the seat of the Uzumaki and Senju clans as they were its member. Jiraiya stood by Minato's side as he was one of the legendary Sannin. Minato, first of all, I would like to congratulate you on the successful birth of your kids and the defeat of the Kyuubi, Oda Homura said, playing the nice guy. But before you go, we have questions, Haru said, but she was cut off. Who is the new Jinchuriki, and how did the fox get loose? How did your wife see or fail? Danzo demanded. Minato then sighed as he proceeded to explain the events. Suddenly there was an uproar. Kill the demon! Mabaki Harana said. Cut his head off. Finish what it started. The civilian council side said, the killing intent directed towards Naruto. Surprisingly, Naruto's Sharingan did not activate, as if his body told him this minuscule killing intent was nothing compared to what he'd faced from the Kyuubi. Danzo smiled. Namikaze would never sacrifice his kid. He's too much like Hiruzen to do so. He will create enemies in the council, and I'll use that to my advantage to take control. Danzo thought to himself as he saw Minato get up to speak. I will not be sacrificing my son, but I will allow you to take your grief out on the child as long as he lives, when he becomes of age, where he can take a beating and survive. After all, why kill the demon when you can make it suffer, Minato says, as Danzo scowled as he saw the civilian council members get devious, evil smirks on their faces. Minato, what? Hiruzen was surprised. I'm sorry, Hiruzen-sama, but remember, the needs of one cannot outweigh the needs of many. Naruto will have to take this hatred as a shinobi of this village is his duty. There a reason. Remember what Dryer told us. The other two must be safe no matter what, Minato says, slowly hinting towards something. As Hiruzen's eyes widened before he nodded. Sorry, young Naruto, but you must be sacrificed so that Konoha can come out on top, Hiruzen said. Damn you, Minato, you dare outplay me? You should have defended your son, so I could use it as a way to get the council to vote me, and then use it as a way to get the Jinchuriki, the real Jinchuriki, under my thumb, Danzo thought enraged. Only half of what he wanted to happen, which is Naruto being ostracized, but he couldn't use that to get power in the council. But the Jinchuriki, however, that could be his. Maybe it's time I put an inside man in the circle, and I know the perfect summon, Danzo said to himself. Anyways, this meeting is adjourned. We will handle the Nine-Tails when he's of age to be punished for his crimes against the village, Minato says. Timeskip 5 years later. A 5-year-old Naruto ran from a horde of people with pitchforks and knives, as well as shinobi, all ranked from Genin, Chunin, and Jonin. He had been kicked out of the household for not only, as Minato and Krishna said, that's what he called his parents, by the way, by the first name, being annoying, but also showing up the so-called prodigy siblings. Flashback a few hours ago. Naruto walked up to Minato and Krishna, who were standing with Dryas Nade, watching Mema and Mito go a few steps higher than the last in their tree climbing exercise for chakra control practice. They had been practicing for a year now. Thanks to Nine-Tails, their chakra coils had developed. A year earlier, which was nothing compared to Naruto, who had his chakra coils developed thanks to Sharingan awakening on the day of his birth. They were already durable, taking the Sharingan advancements up to 3 Tomoe when he was just born, and having the Nine-Tails soul and 3 tails of chakra put into him should have ripped him apart, but his Uzumaki body had adapted. Naruto scowled and snorted as he saw his siblings barely be able to even go up the trees. Naruto could do that. Well, as soon as he saw Minato and Krishna start training them on this exercise, which was a year ago, he mastered it on the day. Hey Dad, Naruto says as Minato gave him an annoyed sound and looked at his unimpressive eldest with a look of contempt. What is it now, Naruto? Can't you see I'm training your siblings to be the heroes they're meant to be? Minato says. I was wondering if I can train. Naruto was cut off as a slap was heard. You aren't anything impressive, Naruto. Your siblings are the hope and pride of this Konoha generation, Minato replies. But Dad, look, Naruto says as he standing on top of a tree, completing what Mema and Mito took years to even get a quarter way half of a tree within seconds. Naruto, how dare you show us up? Mito yelled as she looked at Naruto. She was gonna mock him, but when she saw him complete the tree exercise that was taking them years to do, she got pissed. We are the children of prophecy. How dare you show us up? You're nothing, Mema yelled. Minato, Krishna, Drya, and Tsunade, realizing that this could make the siblings jealous, got mad, and suddenly Krishna's chain wrapped around Naruto as she dragged him out. How dare you show up, Mema and Mito? Krishna says, slapping her son in the face, sending him into a tree. After he hit the tree, she pulled him back towards her with her chains and jumped and stomped on Naruto. I told you before, Naruto, we are training your siblings, not you. You're not special. You're nothing. You're nothing to this prophecy, nothing to this world. I've had enough of your persistence. Maybe some time outside of the compound with the villagers that hate you will teach you a lesson, Krishna said to her non-child of prophecy child. Look, the bark is being thrown out, Mema Mito said as she pointed and laughed. Yeah, like we're gonna do to him when we become clan heads. Kick him out of the clan, Mema mocked as he watched Naruto struggling to get out. He was scared. He deserves it for showing us up. Yeah, no wonder Mom and Dad don't love him. He's just unworthy, jealous prick, Mema says. Krishna threw him out. Maybe this will teach you a lesson. Don't make my prophecy twins feel bad or show them up ever again. You're just a mere sacrifice, a scapegoat for them to be happy, Krishna yells as she threw him out. A few moments later, Naruto stood outside crying. It had been 10 minutes. Kakashi the Ambu guarding the Hokage noticed and scowled. He was pissed off that Naruto dared to distract his sensei from training his brother and sister, Mema and Mito, and that the stain on the full Hokage's name, his sensei, the man who never inherited his mother's clan traits would dare to ever show up his family. Suddenly, he got an idea as he shooshing towards the armored quarters. Kakashi-san, senpai, is there anything that you need? One of them said, gather the citizens, inform of them that the stain of our great Hokage's name has been let out of the Uzumaki clan compound. Now they can have their revenge, Kakashi says as he shoots them back. Naruto stood outside as a man stepped up to him 10 minutes later. Are you okay? He asked with fake concern, which Naruto never realized. No, I mean, Minato and Krishna kicked me out of the compound because I showed that I was better than Mema and Mito in. Naruto was cut off as he was stopped. You demon, first you kill our families, our friends, our loved ones, and then you proclaim you're better than the heroes who protect us from you, who took your power, demon. And they will use it to defeat you and make Konoha prosper, the man said as he kicked Naruto, sending him flying back before sending a punch straight at Naruto. Naruto retaliated by kicking him, but his kick did nothing. As Naruto saw a punch coming towards him, his Sharingan flashed as he put the man in a paralyzing genjutsu. Suddenly he saw a crowd of villagers running at him with pitchforks and knives. There's the demon! Let's make him pay! Avenge my son! Avenge my wife! Avenge my brother! Naruto heard as he ran towards the other side where he saw ninjas gathering. There's the beast! Let's show him the might of Konoha. Now that he's weakened, let's make him pay for making Konoha look weak. Naruto ran as fast as little legs would allow him to. He knew where to go, to Ichiraku Ramen's, where the old man Tuichi and Ayami Ni-chan were. They were always nice to him. He ran there. They were the only people that ever cared about him in this village. Oh, old man! Hey, help, old man! Naruto cried, banging on the door. As the door opened, the ninja and villagers following him gained more and more distance. Naruto, Tuichi said as he went up to the scared boy, hugging him. What's going on? Why are you scared? Why are you crying? They want to kill me, Naruto said, latching onto him as he pointed out. Both Ayami and Tuichi gasped when they saw mob villagers with fire and pitchforks and stuff like that running towards Naruto, who was in their arms. Ayami, take Naruto and hide. I'll go and calm this down, the ramen guy said. Dad, you can't. There's too much of them. Listen to me. Take Naruto. He's so scared he can't move, Tuichi said as Ayami looked at the cute little boy hugging her dad, who was her little brother, and grabbed him. Holding him tightly, she was his big sis and always protect him. The two watched as Tuichi went out to calm down the mob. What's going on over here? Attacking the Hokage-san is illegal, Tuichi said. Give the demon or die, Adrian said. I will do no such thing. I don't have a demon, only a scared little boy who keeps the demon away from you, Tuichi said. No, the people who keep the demon away from us is our heroes, Menma and Mito-sama, not him. Now, move. No, it's all free. Naruto screamed in rage and anger as he witnessed a knife go inside of Tuichi's heart and twist as Tuichi's body fell on the floor. He felt his eyes burn as red chakra seeped out of him. All he could feel was rage, hatred, and anger. Old man Tuichi, he yelled as in an inaudible tone he let out a roar. As Ayami let go of Naruto, she was in shock, witnessing what had happened to her father. Suddenly, a red chakra avatar formed around Naruto. Old man Tuichi, you killed him. I will kill you, Naruto yelled. As Naruto's eyes had completed shifting, there was a sun mark in them. As the Susanoo appeared, forming around Naruto, as then he created a blade and cut down an entire mob of the civilian side. A Susanoo? How? That of course the demon's in Uchiha. Kill him. He killed the villager. No, Mom, babe, Sochi. Naruto was what was heard, but Naruto ignored them. Damn you, demon! You killed my mother! You killed... Ichunin cried out. Firestar, fire jutsu! He yelled as he and several other people sent attacks towards Naruto. Several other jutsus, but Naruto's Susanoo weren't even affected. You killed old man Tuichi! I'll kill you all! The little Naruto in the Susanoo yelled as he grabbed the Jonin who killed Tuichi and literally squeezed the blood out of him. Literally not even just squeezed, he like squeezed it like, you know how you squeeze a lemon out of how you squeeze lemon juice out of like lemons. That's how he squeezed it. As then Kakashi appeared, trying to use his Chidori to cut Naruto's Susanoo, just like how Danzo tried to use his kunai to cut Sasuke's Susanoo. only to fail and get sent flying back by Naruto's hand, bitch slapping Kakashi away. Quick, call Minato sensei. Tell him Naruto's gone insane, attacking the villagers, Kakashi yelled as Weasel nodded. Itachi arrived at the Uzumaki clan compound to see Naruto's siblings being trained by Tsunade, Jiraiya and their parents. Hokage-sama, it's Naruto, Itachi yelled, getting everybody's attention. If the brat's injured, forget it. He deserves it, Krishna said. No, he's attacking the village. He ran to Tuichi after a mob formed who protected him but died, and suddenly he awakened the Mangekyou Sharingan and formed a perfect Susanoo and is killing the mob. He's killed all the civilians, Itachi says as Minato's eyes widened. Minato then looked at Krishna. Quick, we have to stop him. The Sharingan can turn him into an even more monster than he is before. Even worse than the fox. The Uchihas have already been making trouble because of the Sharingan eyes. If the villagers find out that a Sharingan can even drive the Hokage's son mad, Minato says as he was cut off. The Sharingan. I didn't think that demon will be able to be capable of feeling love, because it's only awakened when you see something that traumatizes you, Jiraiya says. We can't worry about that now. Let's go, Minato says as Minato, Tsunade, Jiraiya and Krishna with Itachi headed towards the massacre before Itachi knocked out the siblings so they can't come. Naruto was killing any villager he saw or ninja that stood in his path as a giant QB infused Susanoo avatar rained down, punching everything. Literal bloodstains were seen all over the village as he was cutting down everyone and everything he sees. He grabbed a little girl, crushing her. He grabbed the old man, breaking his back and throwing him away. Everything, anybody that was in front of them, in front of Naruto, died. Minato looked at around Naruto, only see blood everywhere. The entire village was painted red. It was carnage. Naruto, stop this now, Minato yelled. They killed old man Tuichi, and you all let this happen. I will not stop until all of you dies, until Konoha pays, Naruto yells. Naruto, you're an Uzumaki. You're better than this. This is not the Uzumaki way. Revenge is not the answer, Krishna says. Revenge is the question. Yes is the answer, Naruto yells as he looked at Krishna with his Mangekyou Sharingan burning with rage. Now shut up. You hurt me. Focus on those bratty siblings of mine and then let me get beaten by these monsters. No, I refuse to let you get away. I refuse to let you get away with all the abuse you did to me. Get away with the murder of old man Tuichi. You Konoha bastards will pay, Naruto yells as he sent a giant Susanoo infused with QB chakra fist at them. But they barely dodged it. Damn it, the Naito's chakra and the Susanoo. Itachi, get your father. Jiraiya, I need you to find Yamato. Krishna, we need to fight, Minato says. Jiraiya and Itachi disappeared as Krishna and Minato rushed at Naruto. Naruto, seeing this, turned his Susanoo blade into a bow and fired a giant chakra arrow at them. Summoning jutsu, Tsunade yelled, slamming her hands on the ground as she summoned a slug Kutsuyu and used earth style to create a wall to protect them. Damn it, Naruto, you're making our clan look bad, Krishna says as she rushed forward. Shut up, bitch. I don't care what the people think of the clan. You never cared about me. Why would I care about you? Naruto yelled as he fired a giant chakra arrow at Krishna. Minato appeared, grabbing her before the chakra arrow could kill her. And then he appeared in front of the inside of the Susanoo with a flying Raijin, now because he had a mark on Naruto. Krishna then sent her chakra chains trying to restrain Naruto, but Naruto's Sharingan flashed, using another ability he had. As the chains went through him, calmly Naruto said while doing it. My chains, they went through him. What kind of monster is he? Krishna struggled to comprehend. So, wait a minute, that's how the masked man did it. Damn it, the boy has the same powers as him, Minato says as he rushed at Naruto, who turned intangible whenever Minato tried for a punch. However, Minato's speed was greater, allowing him to dodge any of the punches Naruto threw in trying to counter. Krishna's chains kept missing. On the outside of the Susanoo, Tsunade tried punching through the Susanoo and was eventually successful, shattering it. She then jumped in and 3 S-rank shinobi charged at Naruto. Krishna used her chakra chains trying to distract Naruto to try and get Minato and Tsunade opening. Minato grabbed Tsunade when he saw an opening, trying to get her close so that she can land a chakra enhanced punch. Anything at this point would be good to save the village, but Naruto is turned intangible. Naruto grew frustrated and roared out as one three tails formed of chakra around him. Naruto was using the full power that they had granted him, the full power of the three tails that he had within the side of him, 3 of the 9 tails that he had of Kurama's within inside of him. Naruto then rushed at Minato with such speed, then disappeared and appeared right in front of Naruto with Kamui, firing a Vidyudama in point blank, sending flying back before he bit Tsunade, who tried to punch him, turning intangible to dodge Krishna's chain. "Minato!" Krishna screamed, worried, as Naruto rushed at her, red chakra claws forming, and was about to slash her, but suddenly a giant pink hand appeared, protecting her. Krishna looked up to see a Susanoo. It was Mikoto, the pink Susanoo, and besides her was Fugaku with a yellow Susanoo. Her best friend Mikoto had protected her. Suddenly Naruto rolled out, forming his own perfect Susanoo once again, bigger and more perfect than the other two. "You dare use the power of the Sharingan and disgrace the Uchihas in such a way, I'll teach you a lesson you will never forget," Fugaku roared as he formed a sword of using his Susanoo, which Naruto grabbed and threw into the Uchiha compound, literally throwing the entire Fugaku Susanoo into the Uchiha compound. "Fugaku-kun!" Mikoto yelled as she rushed at Naruto with rage. She had a Susanoo spear, only for Naruto to grab it, spin around and throw her way into the Hyuga clan, killing many Hyugas, just like how Fugaku landing on the Uchiha clan killed many Uchihas. Suddenly Naruto's sister was surrounded as wood appeared out of the ground, restraining him. Naruto roared out as his Susanoo disappeared. The wood style wrapped around his body slowly started to suppress the chakra, the 9th chakra. Naruto regained his senses. He was worried not for himself, but for Ayami Nichan. The villagers would surely blame her and hurt her just to hurt him. He tried to activate the giant chakra thingy again, but it wouldn't work. Naruto looked at Yamato, the guy who was wrapping the wood around him, suppressing his chakra, and then used some of the remaining chakra he had to cast the Genjutsu on Yamato. He used the Kotsumasa Kami. The wood freed Naruto as Yamato willed it, under Naruto's orders, and then he started attacking the Leaf Shinobi. Naruto knew that this was his chance to escape. He had willed himself to the location of Ayami, appeared there, grabbing her. She was still in shock, witnessing her dad's death, as he then willed himself away, safe from Konoha, as he disappeared, appearing on a faraway island that looked nothing but ruins. He saw skeletons and headbands with the Uzumaki logo scattered around, as it looked like a blood scene. It looked like there was a lot of battle over here before he passed out. But guys, that's all for today. Peace.